that I'm railroaded and blacklisted from blacklisted from services.
Wise County.
Yes.
We don't have a no shelters have a no admit list. They're not supposed to. They get HHSC.
I don't know what you're saying. I said that I'm blacklisted from a lot of services in this metroplex.
But if we're talking about DV shelters can't have a no admit list. Blacklisted meaning your name is.
Oh no, I repeatedly keep telling this location that my abuser is able to control my environments over and over, like the slander that's getting me put out.
What about Wise County?
They call family services and then have you ever spoken with Wise County?
No.
Okay, would you like for me to give you their phone number?
Okay. Can I call them and give be a site? You said you were concerned about my security, so can I call them and make sure that I get placed in a safe environment before I leave? If you guys are concerned about my safety.
You might have to do what you said earlier. You might have to do a two-step. A one-step temporarily and then a two-step to get you to a DV shelter.
I'm not safe at a homeless shelter. Two cars stood up like they were going to hit me today and came towards me deliberately.
From
And they did it to my friend too.
from from
no,
the our daily bread.
Yeah. It was when I was out at my appointment, my optical appointment that she gave me.
And that was down on the other side of University?
Yes.
Okay. So our daily bread is on the opposite end of Denton.
Is that are you? I would like to. Are you still looking for homeless shelters?
So we're looking for any shelter that we can get you into tonight.
Okay, I'd like to.
But part of that is you have to speak with them and complete.
I'm trying to. That's why I'm here right now.
So the number for Wise Hope is going to be 940.
Okay.
626 4585.
Okay. Can we call?
Yes. Are you able to call them on your phone?
No. My phone is not a safe phone to call.
Let's call them.
Hello. Yes, my name is Kiana Clark. I'm trying to exclude domestic abuse crisis.
What? I'm so sorry.
Kiana.
Spell that for me. I'm sorry.
Keyana.
And you said caller?
Clark. CLARK.
Okay. Can you tell me what's going on?
Yes, I'm in a domestic abuse crisis that the government has railroaded me and prevented me from getting services years. I've called all over the United States on my phone and they've all been full. I don't believe that these places have been honest. And I've been put out of this location that I'm at on Blatant Live. It follows me in all my environments.
Okay. Repeat that for me again. I'm sorry, but you were talking kind of fast in this phone. I'm so sorry. Just this area. You were required to take. Repeat that again for me.
My abuser is allowed to control my environments and malice. I'm fleeing a domestic violence crisis and he enlists the government in his abuse. You can sit down over there.
Oh no, you're right to leave it.
Oh.
And you're in shelter right now?
Yes, but they are asking me to leave on Blatant Live. I told them that people were lying on me and that's a pattern that followed me and they ignored it. Like multiple other locations. Right, because I'm being slandered. And it follows me in multiple different locations. I thought my abuser was controlling locations that slander me and schemed to put me on property so I can't flee his abuse. He's gotten away with it 7+ years.
How is he finding you?
I don't know. I haven't been able to get law enforcement, advocacy services to figure it out. All my locations protect them. I told them I wanted to flee for my life here, but they only wanted me to get vision, dental, and things of that sort. She don't want to work on me getting protected from my abuser, my advocate, Jennifer.
And are you still in the shelter or have you already left?
I'm at the shelter now, but I'm just concerned that he repeatedly is allowed to control my environments with no consequences. I mean, how would that feel for a woman trying to flee and he's controlling the location you're trying to flee him at? So I was at the family place and I used an alias and they let me in. But a car set up like it was going to hit me, and the police department came and told me to go to the Bridge Homeless Shelter, and they're trying to get me to go to homeless shelters here. So he wanted me to go to the Bridge Homeless Shelter, and they wouldn't let me in, so I was forced to sleep outside, terrified for my life. So I had to pitch a tent because they got away with railroading me and blacklisting me from all shelter for years, and nothing's been repetitively done. I'm trying to end it.
And where is he located at?
He is in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
And he's still there now?
He enlists people for into his to do his dirty work for him, so he don't get his hands dirty. I was out today, and two cars came at me while I was crossing the street. One sped off. I have to take this every day, and then I get relentlessly stopped. And plus, the added that he's able to control my environments that I can go to flee. And like I have the blatant lies here, they follow me everywhere, railroading my life year after year. So each time I get at a location, he deliberately interrupts it. When I fix myself up, I'm punished. I fix myself up today, boxing clothes, and he has punishment. And blatant lies, they blatantly lied at PNS Night Shelter. They put me out for missing one appointment. The policy was three, and I had just paid rent. And then I told him a car sped up like he was going to hit my friend, and I was stressed out over it because it happened to me, and police was covering for it. So they didn't follow protocol and put me out there. But like I said, they put me out when the car sped up like it was going to hit me for enforcing that I never have safety and protection in this domestic abuse crisis.
Okay, when is the last time you have physically seen him?
I saw him stalking me one 2017. So then after that, he enlists people to gang stalk me. That way he doesn't have accountability because it's not actually him doing it. So what the gang stalkers do, I have reports they've tried to trip me, do strange and unusual things, but it's a pattern of behavior that I repeatedly keep reporting. And then they wait in parked cars for me to cross intersections to come out at me. It's like a scare tactic.
But how do you think he's finding you?
I don't know. I tried to get a safe phone here. They said that they were out. All of domestic violence locations no longer carry safe phones. So maybe my phone is hacked and he's monitoring me through my devices. But I'm not quite sure why all domestic violence organizations, along with this one, discontinued safe phones. So I can't get a safe phone because all of them stopped when I showed up.
And what shelter are you at now?
I'm at Friends of the Family.
Yeah, we don't have those phones either.
They all stopped when I got in my crisis. That's a red flag that perhaps maybe my environments are getting controlled. Because why would they cover and lie about not having the safe phones anymore? All of them. That's a red flag that my phone is actually being hacked and crimes are being committed on it. If locations are lying and saying that all of them have discontinued, all of them, including the one I'm at. And I just saw someone with a safe phone, but they ran out with her.
Unfortunately, we don't have any room right now.
Why has all of them stopped giving hotel rooms? Because they've been full 7 years. And now they no longer give hotel rooms and they leave women in abuse and it's impossible to flee and scheme to get them to go to a homeless shelter. So they stay in their abuse 7+ years. I told this location that I asked them if they could advocate for me. They refused because I can't flee it on my own. But all locations refuse advocacy.
How you doing today?
No one wants to do a safety plan on crisis lines to combat how every place has been full all over the United States 7 years, and do anything to combat police coming 2 times in one day to bully me and mistreat me. Now they work behind the scenes and still haven't got charges. Doing that in a felony, in a conspiracy, is a felony charge. But everywhere I go, denies legal representation, and it's full 7 years. So I've been terrified for my life and forced into this same insane amount of abuse, and nothing's been repeatedly done. Location to location, lies and schemes to keep me from services, and nothing's done. I'm not saying that this one is a conspirator, but I have definitely been sabotaged the system and lied on multiple different times. And each time like I said, gathered clothes, I bought perfume. Each time this pattern follows me. I should not continue to have to be scared to fix myself up, or I'll get put out. There's consequences that people wouldn't believe. Location to location.
I could just offer you resources. We don't have, and unfortunately, we don't have hotel vouchers in our area.
I just anyone, because every place I call is keeping me in abuse. So if you have referrals on people that do, if they lie and say they're full, maybe I can get a hotel voucher. But since I've been in my abusive crisis, all services have stopped. I was told by a person here, I don't know how true it is, but the transitional housing stopped here. So I don't know what benefit it's going to be if my abusers are repeatedly allowed to control my environment with no consequences. I can't hear. Can you close the door? I can't hear with you guys talking. You mind closing the door?
No.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have transitional housing here. We don't have hotel vouchers.
I'm just trying to get placement on the crisis hotline, as I have not been able to get it for 7 years. It's suspicious.
Placement on what? You want placement on what? I'm
A
sorry.
safe environment. I mean, each location just leaves me in abuse and homeless, scared for my life, and don't follow protocol place to place, and puts me out on blatant lies when my abuser's mad. Location to location.
Okay, so right now, where you're at has put the other people in shelter for their safety.
I'm not understanding what you're saying. I
Well,
just told you that I was put out on blatant lies. I don't understand where the disconnect is. Multiple different times.
like I say, all I can offer you is some resources. You're in Denton now. Are you wanting to stay in that area?
Well, the problem of it is I can't stop the abuse. People just disregard it and leave me in it 7 years. So all he's going to repeatedly do is keep on putting me out of all environments and then blame me for it until something's done. But our locations don't want to talk about that. They just want to concentrate on being full and giving me referrals to other places that are full and denying services too. So I just keep calling 7 years to get nowhere. It's a hamster wheel, deliberate. And on these crisis hotlines, they don't follow protocol and then leave me in my abuse and don't advocate for me like they're not doing here. They want me to be alone. They don't want me to have the support. They don't want me to have the compassion. A lot of people in these safe environments are rude and hate my guts because I'm trying to flee a domestic violence crisis. I just want someone that has a genuine interest in my safety and don't put me out trying to flee abuse and finds me a safe environment like the protocol requires, but it hasn't been done.
Well, it seems like everywhere you go, though, there is a safety issue.
once again, I'm not being heard. I don't know why these calls are like that. That's very suspicious. I've told you repeatedly I was put out on blatant lies. What did you hear?
Well, I've heard that, but but he keeps finding you, sending people to you. That is risking other people's safety also.
Right, but I can't get any kind of remedy for the situation because our locations cover for them. And then enlisting civilians in my environment to commit crimes that have harassment, that puts them further at risk because they don't have enough sense to not do it. So they enlisting civilians in criminal activity for the torture plus smear campaign in my environment. So because he keeps on repeatedly getting away with his crime, does that mean that I have to suffer for it and denied services like I've been? Why are there never any consequences for him? Why are all my locations protecting him, even family?
I can't answer that.
Well, it's a red flag. He's controlling my environments. If they are out of safe zones and been full all this time, and then lie about transitional housing and everything else you can lie about, that's a red flag. He's controlling it, and that in a conspiracy is a felony. So I don't know what to do because I've had to endure this 7 years. So I'm just trying to find a safe environment. I hope they allow me to find one and don't do like all other places, deliberately leave me in my abuse with no safety.
Again, I can just don't offer you resources.
Is this,
Okay?
Okay, well, maybe I should choose a place since it's not working out with the places that you guys are choosing. Well, it hasn't worked out for. Okay, what other referrals? What is this that I call? What is this? What is this that I call, ma'am?
Are you talking to me or someone else?
You. I said who? What did I call?
This is Wise Hope.
Wise Hope. Okay.
Okay, are you ready for some resources?
Okay. Are these domestic violence organizations?
Yes.
Okay.
I've got one. Have you called Women Called Moses? It's in Dallas.
Yes. It's kind of suspicious that places that I've already denied me services, I get referrals to outside of the DFW area. Those are the first places that are already bought off and paid for that these people refer me to on the line. Like they tried to refer me, you tried to refer me to Mosaic. Yeah, that's already bought off and paid for. They want to touch me with a 10-foot pole and Genesis.
Okay, what about Mission Granbury?
Okay. Is that a domestic violence organization?
Yes.
Okay.
That number is 817
Okay.
579
Okay.
6848.
Okay. Who do you think I mean, I'm not safe with the police. I asked the domestic violence organization if we should call the police and report these blatant lies that follow me all over the place. But they didn't want to get involved, and it's a domestic violence organization. I didn't understand. So I don't know if I don't want to continue to be treated like this. Every woman deserves the right to flee without her abuser controlling environment she's living in. Every woman in this country deserves that right.
Yes.
But I don't have that right. Okay, well, I'll call. I don't know if we need to get the police involved, even though they're crooked, they may take me to jail, but this has to end one day.
Okay, I've got some more resources if you need numbers.
Okay, what's the other resources?
I've got the Graham Crisis Center in Graham. That number is 940-549-6002.
Okay.
I've got Abigail's Arms. It's in Gainesville.
and y'all already called.
Oh, we already called that?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I thought we were calling Houston.
Oh.
Okay. Abigail's Arms, where's that located? In Gainesville? Gainesville? Okay. And what's...
That number is 940
Okay.
665 2873.
Okay, and your name?
My name is Pam.
Pam? Okay. So, Pam, I have a question. question. So for all these years that these locations have been full, they never called me. They would not let me know if they had an opening. They just wanted me to repeatedly call over and over for them to be full. I would think that if a woman's fleeing for her life, you would have her on like a call her when there's availability. But all these years, it's never happened.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work that way.
It did it at first until my abuser started getting involved. Now everything has changed. Now each location claims no woman can flee abuse. Not only me, because it's impossible for me to flee my abuse. Okay, ma'am, because of the same pattern. Okay, I guess if you allow me, I would like if someone cared about my life and made sure I got a safe environment, but I haven't had that.
Are you done? Miss
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for your help.
Oh, you're welcome.
Bye.
Okay. We have in this area because we have to figure out where to get to today, and like I said, we're gonna be a two-step process where we get to today, and then to figure out what domestic violence. Because those Graham and that one
All
are
of these are pretty far
very
away.
far away with it. So our two options right now for you are Grayson County, which is in Sherman, which is the Uber gift card to get you there, or our Daily Bread, which is in Denton. I
Those
believe,
those are
too.
homeless locations.
No, one Grayson County is a domestic violence shelter, but you do have to go in person and do an intake. They can't guarantee anything until you get
Well, then
there
that
in
wouldn't be
person.
safe because my abuser's allowed to manipulate the environment, so I don't get
How
services.
would he know
How would
that
you
you
It's
know?
the same way he knew to interrupt your hearing blatant
All
We
lies.
right.
have not spoken with your abuser, so
Well,
let's go
there's
back
blatant
to these
lies.
two
There's
Okay, so
blatant
options.
lies.
we
Well,
have
if you're
two
trying to,
Which
well, I'm
one
not
would
being heard, and
you?
if you're a domestic violence
okay.
organization,
We
then
have
I
two
used to flee.
options. We have two
Which two
options.
choices would you? Which one of those
Okay, so
choices
I'm
would
being
you like?
controlled.
No, we're not
Which
being
one of
controlled.
those
We're getting
choices would you like?
options. You have this
Okay,
option,
that's how
that
he's able
option.
to control it.
Okay, you have this option, or option you come up with that you can leave with in the next 20 minutes or so.
Okay, well, that's how he's able to
Okay.
control because he
Okay,
gives me his control
this
option.
option, or an option that's not on this paper that you choose that you can leave and go to now. You have an Uber card that you can
But I
use.
thought that at a domestic violence organization, your job is to get women safe
You just
and not leave them in
told
abuse,
me,
and
you
then I'm being
just
put out on blatant
told
lies.
me that you don't want any of these options because you control this option. So we have
No,
this
I don't
option.
want to go down there and get denied services. What I want is a safe place where that's not going to be full of gangs.
You
The
have
options
this
that you're
option,
giving
this
me
option,
by me.
or option that you can come up with. But these are the only options that we know. Maybe you know more than us, but these are all that we know.
Okay, but I'm just
These are
wondering
all
why
that we
this
know.
shelter is not taking the
We
time to
have
save
this
my life
option,
and
this
time me
option.
make sure I have
We
a
have
safe environment.
this option, or option that you know. Those are the only options that we have because all of our resources are counter to what you're saying. Because we know domestic violence shelters to be supportive. So that's why I said these are all that we know, and I don't. I hope that they meet your need, but this is all that we know as far as what's available right now.
I'm
So
not being heard. What I'm trying to say is,
yes, you are being
I'm
heard
not being heard because
because
I'm
you
not able
said
to
for the
talk.
last 7 years that you've been in a domestic violence
Can I be able to speak
situation.
and tell you what I'm trying to communicate with you?
Okay.
Okay. So each location I'm at
Hmm.
does not give me a safe environment. They've put me out on the streets in danger.
Okay.
I'm asking for you to follow protocol, which is to make sure I'm in a safe environment and not force me into.
Okay.
The homeless shelter is not a safe environment. A place that you don't know is
This
full.
one is Grayson County
But I
Shelter.
would have to go all the way there, and then
Okay.
he's going to scheme to give me
So,
some services. Like
Michael,
he's
we,
doing.
we keep going back to the circle again. So we have this option, or where do you want the Uber
Right.
to take you to?
Another place that's a homeless shelter, and the car said like it came to me like it's going to hit me 2 times today.
Like I say, we have Grayson
But
County,
they
which you
want me
said.
to go all the way there, and he schemes to keep me from
Okay,
services like he
but
did
we have
here.
this
Which
option, but no option we come up with is what you want. So what option on
I'm not
here?
now being gaslit, ma'am. We've
What
called multiple
option?
different locations that were full.
What option on here that's not on
So I'm
here
being
that you
controlled,
would
and
know
I have to
about?
choose.
No, because I'm asking you what option
Okay,
that
there's
you
a
know
list
about.
right here.
Which option that you know about that you can use your Uber card to get to? Which is the option?
Okay. What she say, Mission Granbury? We can call that.
Yes,
Right.
we.
Granbury is on the other side of the world.
Yes.
It's on the other side
This
of Fort
is
Worth. You
about
can't
two
get there
hours
today.
away. This is a pretty good distance away. They're all going to be. Abigail's Arms is maybe 45 minutes away. So we can try Abigail's Arms, but what we've given you multiple options on
No,
this
you're
piece of
not. You're telling.
paper.
Hold on. I want us all to be on the safe page, fleeing at this domestic violence organization. that is not going to be practical because say you want me to go all the way there and then I'll get denied services. I want to have for sure that I'm getting placement and not have to do what I've had to do for 7 years. Then you're telling me to go to a homeless shelter and a car sped up or came at me at 2 times today and then sped off.
But what does that have to do with the homeless shelter?
Yes.
I'm confused with that.
Because you were in our shelter and that happened to you. So
What does that have to do with the
I don't
homeless
know
shelter?
why all my environments want me to be in homeless shelters
But
instead of
what we're trying to get to is somewhere you won't be on the street for tonight.
because it could be a
that's what we're
two-step
trying to get.
process, right?
Two-step process. Get you somewhere for tonight and then figure out
You have
if it's Graham, Brentford, whatever, take you 2
Well,
hours
can we
away.
call Abigail and then see what goes on there?
So if you want your solution to be Abigail's Arms and they do not have space, then we would move forward with one of the two on that floor.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't have choices. Follow how the protocols are followed. There's a lot. I don't know if these are homeless shelters or domestic violence locations. Tarrant Food Bank,
It's just a list of
Resources.
but I wanted domestic violence resources and not food banks. Community food, Christian Community Action, food banks, First Baptist Church. I don't know what's a domestic violence. Abundant Life Food Pantry, United Methodist Church. I don't see
Would you like to speak?
food banks.
That's Abigail Arms or something.
Hello?
Hello, how can I help you?
Yes, ma'am, your name?
My name is Lexi.
Lexi?
Yes.
Okay, I'm trying to flee a domestic abuse crisis. My abuser.
Let me. What's your first and last name?
It is Kiana Clark.
Did you say Park?
Clark, Clark.
Okay. How old are you?
I don't want to give my age.
Okay. What city are you
Denton.
in? Could you give me a brief description of what happened that caused you to call us today?
Yes, I routinely when I'm crossing the street, cars come at me, and two came at me today deliberately, and it happened to my friend, and one sped off. Each location I'm at, he's been successfully able to control it and I get put out on blatant lies, location to location, and in schemes, and he keeps doing it year after year with no consequences. So I'm not safe anywhere. So since I wasn't heard and kept being denied services all over the place, I had to get a tent and live in that. And then they schemed to put me out of a tent at City Square. They said the city came and said that we all had to move. But all these locations don't seem to have compassion and don't give me choices and cover for him, it seems like. Leaving me in abuse year after year. So I can't successfully flee. One location, the police came and assaulted and arrested me, and the staff just sat there and watched and did nothing. They came to two other locations, and they come when I'm trying to get protection orders, bully, intimidate, and violate. So since they incriminated themselves, they list civilians to scam and keep me from services because they don't want me fleeing because he's controlling the environment. So they have to put me out before I get any services on blatant lies. And I had to take this living nightmare all these years, almost seven plus. So the still shelter repeatedly tells me I'm reporting people that I was not. I showed them my phone and I bought new clothes and I get punished for fixing myself up and repeatedly not heard. So now this location I believe is scamming to keep me from services and put me out saying that I reported someone that I didn't. And then on the paper it says that they're putting me out for mental illness or drug addiction that I got. I can show you the paper where it says mental illness. Oh, I put it up. Did you want to see it?
No.
When you were crossing the street and the two cars came at you, when was that?
That was about 2.
Today.
Yes.
Okay.
It happens every day I'm out. Police won't do law enforcement. And every place I'm at covers for them.
Have you filed a protective order?
The police keep coming to interrupt it each time, and I get removed for trying to get one. And all advocates won't advocate for me and scheme to deny assistance.
Did you say you had been in a shelter before?
I'm sorry?
That you've been in a shelter before?
I'm at one now that I'm being put out on blatant lies.
Okay. Where is that shelter at?
Denton.
Okay. Do you have any children with you?
No.
Okay. Do you have transportation?
No.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Are you currently working anywhere?
No.
As far as medications, if you have any, do you have refills that you could bring?
No.
Okay. And then we have a policy of no drug or alcohol use or weapons on our campus. Is that something you can abide by?
Yes.
And have you ever been charged or arrested?
I'm sorry?
Have you ever been charged or arrested?
Charged or arrested? Yeah, I have 21 false arrests. And now repeatedly, nothing's done. They arrested me at one safe place and they detained me prior, trying to flee abuse. I'm repeatedly ignored for this level of insanity, and most of it seems like my environment's conspire with it.
When was the last arrest?
In April. I'm sorry, I'm kind of flustered, and I don't really know the time frame, but I think it was in April.
No, you're fine. What is a so I have to call my shelter manager and go over everything with her. What's a good phone number I could reach you back
Can
on?
you give her
after
your
I
number?
get off?
Because my phone isn't.
I mean, are we able to just hold?
Yeah, I'll put y'all on mute and then I'll call her off with my personal phone.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
I got about 10 minutes.
10 minutes. So if they don't have space, which one of those options would you like?
One of those controlled options? Okay. I don't have rights. That's how he's able to control it, because those are.
One of those options would you
I
like?
don't understand why each time I'm talking about my abuser, I get disregarded.
It's not that you're being disregarded, we're just trying to come up with a plan.
So, our daily bread has space?
We don't know.
Okay, well, so you're going to put me out in jeopardy?
No. They do not, they always have staff members there, but there was no one there. No one answered the phone when I called.
Okay, so you're basically putting me out in jeopardy, and you said that you were concerned about my safety. If I can't locate a safe place, how are you concerned about my safety?
That they take or
I
admit.
mean, it says online they're open until 8 p.m. But when I tried to call,
You
no
get
one
Cynthia to
answered.
see if she can call.
I mean, I'm happy to.
Because it's impossible for me to do it. That's why I can't get advocates. And then I keep repeatedly telling you that I'm lied on. You didn't discipline the people that lied on me. I told you that about the car incident. The other shelter put me out at a car when another car accident with my friend. And you want me to believe he's not controlling this environment? The same pattern just keeps repeating itself. When I got put out of a family place when a car set up like it was going to hit me. So I get punished for being violated. And this, I don't know what's a domestic violence shelter, Open Range Cowboy Church, United Methodist, Denton County Food Bank,
We're printing off an additional
Christian
three
Community.
right
I
now.
don't know what's a domestic violence organization because most of these are food banks and churches. I don't know where help is. Why would you disguise domestic violence organizations in like other places have done? With all these resources, how would I know which one is it? Why wouldn't she just print me out domestic violence organizations instead of food banks and churches and disguising domestic violence organizations? Can I get a printout with just?
Yeah, I just said.
I'm sorry. Yes, you're full.
Yeah, we're at capacity.
Yeah, they've been at capacity 7 years for these control calls.
It will only be Grayson County.
So I'm gonna be forced to go to Grayson County and get denied services
Are
there.
you done?
So I have to go all the way to Grayson County and get denied services there. She's full, like they've been 7 years.
Okay. Can we tell her thank you?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
So the only option you're giving me is to go all the way out to Grayson
Okay,
County with my life in
We
jeopardy.
gave you another Uber card. If you come up with a solution on your own,
I just don't know how to
use
flee
that.
abuse with all my environments conspiring with it and leaving me in
We
it.
don't
So,
know either.
it's
Our
okay to
only
give you
choice
the
are these
list.
choices that we have.
I'm gonna go grab another list for you that Cynthia has printed.
Oh,
Okay, the actual domestic violence organization instead of all these food banks. Pantries. So basically, I'm being forced because those the only choices that you're giving me is to go to places that I don't can't. I'm not
these are
sure.
our choices. You have choices that you come up with on your own.
I'm not an advocate. I didn't go to
But
school to help someone
it's
flee
not about being
abuse.
an advocate. It's about knowing what resources are out there. These are the only ones that we know.
But you're telling me to go there and I have no placement to get in there. This is what's been happening
You
to
have
me.
an Uber card to get
But
there.
why would I go to a place that I don't know if
You
it's
don't
full?
have to go there.
But I'm in the domestic
don't
violence
have- you don't have
organization
to go
asking
there.
for your help trying to
And
flee
we
and
have,
can't get it.
as you saying, we have to call
But
Wise County, have to call
everyone has
Abigail
stopped the
Farms.
everyone has stopped the hotel vouchers, all domestic violence organizations.
Oh, we can't speak for all domestic
Okay,
violence
you're an
organizations.
advocate and you have training.
I have advocate, I have
What-
training, and I can't speak. In my training, I know that I can't speak for all domestic violence.
Well, but I'm
organizations.
asking for a referrals to a place that will give me a hotel
I
voucher
don't know
until
if
they
any
have
of them give you a hotel
availability
voucher.
or if they're
Because
capacity.
people had hotel vouchers when they had COVID. Now with funding streams, what's that word? Closing down, they don't have hotel vouchers like that.
Okay, what's your name?
My name is Deborah.
And your name's Joanna.
Yeah.
Jenna. Okay.
So we're gonna get a list of shelters printed off for you. And then we're happy to make sure you have an Uber to get anywhere that you would like to go.
But I don't have a safe place. You can say you claim that you're concerned about my safety, but you're putting
But
me
we
out
keep
like
going
everyone
backwards and
else.
forwards.
I mean, I'm not the whole backwards and forwards is leaving me in danger.
But
I'm
backwards and
trying
forwards
to
because every agency that we
interrupt
give
the pattern.
every agency we give you, you said they're part of the conspiracy.
You're
with your
being
husband.
dishonest. You only told me about Mosiat. I've called all these places that are full.
We called Wise County.
And they're
we
full.
called Abigail
So why are you
Farms.
punishing me and
I'm
lying
not
on me
punishing you.
and
We
telling
talked
me?
about a woman called Moses. You said you couldn't go there. Talked about Genesis. You said you couldn't go
You
there.
didn't talk
Said
about
you
Genesis. I talked about Genesis.
But you said you couldn't go there. You
Yeah.
said the family place. You couldn't go there.
I don't understand why you're not concerned about me being violated, ma'am.
I am concerned. That's
Is
why
that
I'm
the
trying to
same?
give you options, but you need to come up with options also.
I'm not an advocate. I haven't been
You don't
trained
have
on
to be an
helping women
advocate.
flee.
You don't have to be an advocate to know
So what
about
we can do
options.
is since our daily bread is not an option, you have the gift card that can get you to Grayson County. We will give you these lists of shelters. If for some reason Grayson County isn't an option, you'll have a list of other shelters that you can reach out to.
So you're leaving me in jeopardy, like other places.
We're not leaving
We're
you.
not
You
leaving
are.
you.
I don't have a
I'm
safe
happy-
environment. I don't have a bed there. You're leaving me in jeopardy.
I'm happy to give you an additional $50 gift card so that you have $100 to get anywhere that you need to go. Okay?
But you're not helping me find a safe location.
We have given you an option, and the only way to do an intake from them is to.
Then that's not an option for me. You're leaving me in jeopardy.
Okay,
Why
so
can't
what
you find a place that has a bed instead of
We
making
can't find a place to have a
I
bed.
thought that domestic violence
If
organizations
you-
kept trying until the woman fled, not just
If
gave up
you-
and left her in jeopardy
No,
7
we
years.
didn't give up.
I'm not.
Every option we have, you've already been there.
You
said
only
the
gave
last
me
7
Genesis,
years.
the family place,
Genesis, the
and
family
Mosiat.
place.
I
A
said
woman called
outside.
Moses.
I
You
repeatedly said
then
outside of those
Houston,
domestic
every
places.
women's shelter, they didn't have a space, so we're
So
kind
you're
of
just
limited.
leaving me in jeopardy, and you claim
Would you
you're concerned
like?
about.
Where would you?
I don't have a place to go. I keep getting treated like this everywhere. There's no place I can go.
So you can go in Uber to Grayson County, which is the
That
address
doesn't make
she has
sense
given
because
you.
I don't have a confirmed bed there.
Well, they
You're
don't
leaving-
confirm for
What
anybody
is,
unless you've done a.
What is the homeless shelter that's here?
Here's Our Daily Bread or Salvation Army.
Okay.
I'll go. I have no other choice. He won't let me get into domestic. I
Okay,
can't
so
sleep.
Salvation Army. What is
Oh,
the
but I
address
have
of
to
the
make
house?
sure. Can I make sure I have a bed before I go?
No.
You are leaving me in jeopardy by forcing me to leave.
We are not leaving you.
You are. If I don't have a place to leave, you are leaving me in
We're
jeopardy.
not leaving you in jeopardy. We are not leaving you
You are
in
supposed to
jeopardy.
find me a safe
No, I'm not
environment, and
supposed
you're
to
not.
find you a safe environment. We offered
We have
you
provided you
options.
plenty of options.
Every option that we
You're
offered
being
you.
dishonest.
No,
The
you're
Grayson-
being dishonest.
Grayson County.
You're being
I don't have a bed
dishonest.
there.
As you said, for the
And
last 7 years that you've been on waiting lists and you
I
called
understand
people,
why I get bullied
and
at
you
these
call
locations trying to
people,
play abuse.
and then you said you can't go to the family place, you can't go to Genesis, you can't go to Women
Right, I
Homelessness.
said that repeatedly. So why do you keep bringing them up?
Because
There's
those are the
other
only, when you look
there's
at domestic violence
Domestic violence
shelter in the
organizations
area,
all over the
we
United
gave
States.
you Abigail Arms, and they didn't have anything, Wise County, I mean, there's
So
all
just
over
leave
the
me in
United-
jeopardy another 7
No,
years.
all over the United States there are domestic violence programs, but we can only help you with where you can get to the night.
Yes.
Then we can see about
Well,
getting
okay.
you somewhere else.
Can we make sure and call that I have a bed before I go there for a blank trip, like I've had to endure years, like when the police put me out and I had to go to the bridge and they did not shelter. I would like for someone to take take compassion and save my life and not leave me in abuse.
No, we have been helping you for
Every
2
organization
hours
says
trying
that.
to find a
I thought
shelter.
that as a domestic violence organization, you found a woman a safe
We don't
environment and
find
you run
you.
out of time.
It's not
And then
finding,
leave her
it's
in abuse like
options.
they've already
It's
done.
options.
We have
It's
given you
options.
transportation
It's
options, so
options.
we can go ahead and head outside and call you an Uber. So
Where
we
am I
can
going to
take
go?
you
I don't have an
to
environment.
either one of those- any
I
of
don't
those
know. Can I
places that
call
we've
and make sure
given
they
you.
have a bed?
It is almost 6 o'clock.
I
right now,
don't.
so it
Every
is time.
location pushes me out without safety. Every location I'm at.
No,
It
it is
time.
safe.
If I don't have a
We
bed here, if I don't have a bed at these locations, I'm not safe. I wanted to confirm a
Would
bed.
you like me to give you an additional Uber card so that you have $100 to get where you need to
But
go?
I don't know where I need to go.
That's
Advocate
why
was
you
trying to help
go-
me.
Well, I guess one of the, ultimately, if the Salvation Army doesn't have one, and she gives you an Uber, the Uber can take
I would
you
like
back.
to be able to
The
call
Uber
and see if
can
they have
take you back
availability.
to Dallas, because, you mentioned the
You keep-
bridge. You mentioned Presbyterian night shelter. Those are all places that are there
Mhm.
that you
This
can
is
get
how
an
my
Uber to.
advocacy is, man. It's suspicious.
So
I would like to be able to call.
What we're gonna do now is we're gonna take your things outside so we can call you an Uber.
Where am I going?
You
To
can go
any
to
one of those places that we
the
offer.
Salvation
Okay,
Army.
so I have to do it on my own. You're denying advocacy here.
No, we're not denying
You're denying
advocacy,
it because if you're trying to authentically save a woman's life, you don't leave her in abuse and
Well,
tell her to and deny her the right to
Your
call.
husband is Lafayette. You've been gone for 7 years out of it. He's in Lafayette, and you haven't seen him. That's what you told the lady in Wise County.
Oh, so
Would
you're
you
ignoring
like-
the car incident, like
would
all
you-
other
I don't know
locations.
anything about the car
I'm telling you
incident,
about it. I have it recorded,
but
but
you
you like
said
to
that
see
he's
it.
not. That car incident was
I
necessary.
don't know
him.
why
We
all
don't
domestic
know.
violence organizations
But,
ignores
okay.
me
Okay.
and covers
So
for
let's-
crime.
Do you want this additional gift card?
Yes,
Okay. So
And
then,
you,
let's go
I
ahead
can't
and,
flee it.
let's go ahead and take your stuff outside so you can call an Uber.
I have to use the bathroom.
Okay, let me open this door and I'll use the bathroom.
No, I can do it for myself. Where's the bathroom?
Right.